cute.
All right, dude. Okay, I think we got this.
Cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, how you been since what? I saw you like a month ago, not even a month ago.
It's yeah, I can't remember either, but it's same old, man. Good. Busy, busy. How about you?
Good. Oh, you know what? It's actually only been like a couple weeks now, I remember, because I was up there mid-October and then I just got back a week ago and then I just got back from Cleveland yesterday. So like I've just been like all over the place.
What were you in Cleveland for?
It was my it was a wedding for some friends of ours. My wife went to grad school. It was one of her grad school friends got married. So um,
Very nice.
we drove. It was like a 4.5 hour drive or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
But
Well,
no,
not
it's not
Pete.
too bad. I mean, like it's not. It wasn't the best because we left like Sunday morning at 4 a.m. because we had to be back in Indianapolis by 9. Um, so yeah, like we had the wedding Saturday, and then I don't know. I feel like I've just been everywhere in the last like 2 weeks.
You have been.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cool. I'm a traveler at heart, I suppose, um,
Sure.
but no, man, it's just been hectic since I was up there. So yeah, it's just nice to like sit, kind of, you know.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
I
yeah.
get it.
Dude, okay. I actually now that I have you on here, and I could have just asked you this over the text message. What type of SPF does someone like yourself use when they go to Florida?
That's a great question. You seriously, it's like whatever. It's like clinical almost. It's like 50 usually is what I use, but I'm pretty good at. I've been hiding in the shadows my whole life, so I just hide in the
Okay.
shadows for the most part. But no, yeah, yeah, like 50, 30, nothing crazy.
My wife makes me she makes me wear a 100 because
There really is a 100.
I have some ginger. This like my dad had some ginger genes, so I have a little bit with me, but my skin is just so white, and it's almost like SPF 100 is like thick lotion. Like you really have to rub it in.
I believe it.
I mean, honestly I prefer like just the simple spray on bottle, whatever, you know. Um,
Yes.
it's just easier and convenient. Honestly, I think the first time I used the spray stuff, I didn't even rub it in, so I
Oh
like
yeah.
streaks. I had like streaks all over my body and stuff. It looked really cool. Super cool. So how was Florida?
um. So it was supposed to be a vacation, but it was like just. It didn't feel like a vacation. It was taking a 2-year-old to Disney, which was fun because to see her be excited about things. But it's just a 2-year-old at Disney. It's a lot of waiting in lines, and we did a lot of parks and stuff. So it was like stressful, but really fun. But a
Yeah.
lot of walking and just going, going, going. So I didn't. I just wanted to lay by a pool and do nothing, and there was none of that. So, but but it was
How
good.
long were you
Good to
there
hang out
for?
with the wife and baby. So not a baby
How long
anymore, but
how long were you there for?
so my wife and I and my mother-in-law and my daughter flew down on like a Monday. So I was there for only like 4 days because I 4 or 5 days because I had to get back for some gigs. But my wife stayed for another like 4 days after. So it was enough for me.
Dude, I've never been to Disney.
Oh really?
Yeah. Was that your first time, or have you been before?
No, we've been several times. Since knowing
Okay.
my wife, I've been several times. So in the last 10 years, I
Yeah.
think I've been there 3 or 4 times. She's a big Disney fan, and I'm just what's the word? Go along for the ride. But I also enjoyed it as well. So
Yeah. Did you check out the what's the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Did you guys check that place out, or was it mainly just whatever the 2-year-old wanted to do? You kind of
it
just
was a lot of
went
the
with it.
2-year-old stuff. It was a lot of carousels and Dumbo, like, nice easy rides. But yeah, man, it was fun. It was fun to watch her just be excited about the little things, the Mickey Mouse stuff, and
Yeah.
and all that. So, but it was cool.
Man, dude, I haven't thought that far ahead for when our kid's old enough for like some trips like that. um, because she's due in January, so
That's
end
right,
of
man.
January. Yeah,
I was
so
gonna
we're
ask how that's all growing the baby and how that's going and how everything's been.
dude, well, we just hit third trimester, so
Jeez.
yeah, it's weird because it didn't seem like it was going that fast. Like it, you think it's like like 9 months or whatever is like a long time, and then like you're when you first find out you're so excited you're like checking every single day. You're like, okay, we still have time, and then now, yeah, we moved into the new house. Like like a month and a half ago, maybe a little more, which is great because we definitely needed more space for the dogs and um, definitely an extra bedroom and the simple things like an extra bathroom because we were in like a one bedroom one bathroom single car driveway.
Sure.
Like it was just a lot of it was just too much stuff.
I hear you.
But
Yeah.
now, yeah, like now, I mean, I'm in the front room here, and then we have two doors that close off like our kitchen and living room. That's kind of where the dogs stay, and that like goes to the backyard. We got like a fireplace and stuff over there, like a little wood burning fireplace, which is really
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
But then like on this side of the house, there's our hallway with our one of the bathrooms and then the bedrooms, and it's going to be the nurseries right next to our bedroom. So we that's coming together pretty well. I mean,
Fun.
painted, cribs together, rockers put together. Honestly, shout out to anybody if you're interested. Facebook Marketplace.
For baby
When
stuff, for sure.
yeah, dude, for
Yeah.
sure. Like the I don't know off the top of my head how much we got the crib for, but it was like new, and
Hmm.
same with the rocker and stuff. And it's just, I mean, if you could save money, it's it's definitely the route to take, especially when it comes to like prepping for a baby. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. The amount of stuff that we have that's barely been like we're like, oh, we gotta have this, new parent syndrome probably, but the amount of
Yeah.
stuff that we have that's been used like once or twice that's basically brand new sitting around the house is just crazy. We should probably start doing the Facebook Marketplace thing, but yeah, I'm sure you can get good deals on lots of things.
It's pretty cool. I mean, like I'll scroll on there every once in a while, but her parents were here a week before I went up to Minnesota, and like her dad's like the ultimate handyman fix it guy.
Nice.
So like we were just working on some electrical stuff, and the her and her mom were just decorating the nursery, getting things painted, and of
Fun.
course they go to like Babies R Us and get like a 10 for 10 on onesies and all the cute little outfits and stuff,
Yeah.
which is pretty sweet because like I don't know, I'm excited to like dress my kid up and just have our theme is going to be or at least the theme for the nursery is kind of like punk rock, like emo punk rock stuff. So
Heck yeah.
yeah, we have there's an I'm not spoiling it too much, but there's an Ocean Avenue lyric that we have on the wall. It's um, sleep all day, staying up all night. From
Oh.
Yellow Card, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh
So
yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
just like yeah, I would assume you know who that is. So
Yeah, oh yeah.
so yeah, we just have like little. It's like everything's black and white and like checkered. So like, it's it's all like the cute little things that are coming together. So
That's
it's pretty
awesome,
exciting.
man.
Yep,
That's so cool.
yep. I felt the baby kick.
Wow.
Actually, I felt the baby kick probably a month and a half ago for the first time, but now, um, dude, he's like moving around so much,
It's a
and
boy, right? He told me this.
yeah,
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 that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. And
That's so cool.
I think the last week was the first time I like watched her belly like move.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, it's exciting, but it's really weird.
It's crazy, man.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a trip for sure.
Yeah,
Little miracle.
her belly button is sticking out now.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Oh man, it's so weird, man. Because we were at the wedding this past weekend, and like I think before we went to lunch with everybody, it wasn't like the belly button was halfway out, and then afterwards we ate, and then it's just like boop, just like little
It,
tiny little nub on her dress.
sure. That's funny.
Yeah.
Where people just walking up to her like, oh, touching her and grabbing on her stomach.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we met with. It's weird. So her grad school friends like all live. Them and their husbands live in like different areas. So obviously, some live in Cleveland, some live in Cincinnati, uh, one of them in Connecticut. So like we all like got together for the wedding, and then it was like the last time we saw them was at our wedding. So they haven't seen her any bump whatsoever. So then like as soon as like we all met up, all the girls were just like walking up to the belly. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm here too, but it's okay.
I helped.
Yep.
I helped.
Hello. Point of personal privilege. I helped.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's amazing.
But no, man, it's exciting. It's really it's exciting. It's a lot, but yeah, it's pretty exciting. So
It is exciting. I'm so pumped for you, man. That's cool. Can't wait to hear the
thanks.
stories. I
Yeah.
know everyone says it goes by so fast, but it literally, I think we talked about this a little bit. It literally goes by so fast. I mean, some of those first sleepless nights where the nights are long and you're like, I'm just trying to keep this human being alive, like, and you haven't slept well in days. Like, those days are long, but but yeah, like now my daughter's 2, like, and it's just crazy how fast they go. And she's upstairs, she wants to carve a pumpkin, so that's what I'm gonna do when we're done with this.
That's
Just start
awesome.
moving, man. Yeah, it's so much fun, and just if someone would have told me the amount of things that those kids can do at like 1 year old, the amount of
Mm.
talking and the amount of just being a human with personality, I'd be like, ugh, it's just wild.
Dude, I think what I'm most nervous for is the first initial like leaving the hospital for the
Sure.
first time. We're like you're in the car with your wife and you look in the back seat, you're like, like okay. Like,
I'm sure your wife will be
I
in the
think
back seat with him too, though. I'm sure, just sitting
oh
there.
yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, yeah, she'll be there. She'll be in the back seat. But I think, and then it's like when we walk in the house, we'll be like, all right, it's here we go. Um, but it's all going to be a learning process.
Yeah, you guys have
So
family really close though, don't correct or no? You
no.
don't.
So the biggest thing is, so my mom's retired. So
That's
like
right.
there is that luxury where she can come. I mean, we've already talked plans of like for when she can come down
Hmm.
and whatnot. Her parents are about 3 hours away.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So not, I mean, not horrible, but it's not like, hey, I'll be over in 15 minutes to like help you with dinner or something, you know.
For sure.
Um, but I mean, we have some close friends out here that also have like babies, you know, that at
Gosh.
least have like given us some like, hey, let us know if you need something or like get ready for this. I mean, my wife's a very organized planner, and it's kind of like we're already looking at our schedule in a way where, okay, in December we're gonna focus on like making a bunch of casseroles and like freezing them and just prepping things for like, hey, when it comes time for like dinners and stuff, like let's
So
let's
smart.
just get things. Yeah, so smart. I want to think of that. I mean, I cook all the time, but I wouldn't have thought that far ahead at
Sure.
all.
Well, I don't either. You guys sound like such a good team. You're gonna be awesome parents. I'm pumped for you.
I think so. Thanks. Thanks.
Already got the dad stash going on. It's gonna be
Oh.
beautiful.
Well, I had to rock it at the wedding because it just amplifies my personality a little bit, you know.
Agreed.
So had to do something to draw attention to myself at somebody else's wedding.
I like it. Every year I threaten my family that I'm gonna do the no shave November, and I grow the absolute worst facial hair. It's like this disgusting red hair that you can't really see that doesn't grow nice. It just like grows like the crazy whatever you want to call it, like frizzy, and it's really bad. And everyone makes terrible fun of me. And but I'm like I'm gonna do it because it makes you mad. So
This is honestly, I don't really grow anything. I mean, oh, okay, yes, I do, but it doesn't come in. It like comes in here. I don't get I don't get facial hair really. Basically, so like if I try to grow it out, yeah, it looks really nasty, or to like curl over my lip and just
yeah.
yeah, it's just gross, man. It's just gross, but you know that's part of a mustache, I guess. Um, dude, so you said your daughter wants to carve pumpkins. You guys have like designs picked out?
No, no, we just
Oh,
like I'm like it's just been chaos this whole month. So we were gonna go to a pumpkin patch last week. We never did that. So we finally at least got some pumpkins to carve because tomorrow's Halloween already, and yeah, so I have no idea what we're doing. Just walked in the house and she said, "Let's Dad pumpkin," and I was like, I gotta go. Like, Dad's got to work for a little bit, and I'll be up in a while. So
Do you guys do pumpkins every year?
we, in some form or fashion, we try to. Yeah, we have like a lot of nieces and nephews too, so it's always fun to kind of get together with like my brother and sister in law and get together with the kids and do all that craziness. So we try to.
Yeah, yeah, we're kind of like looking forward to some type of traditional thing now. I mean, now that we're a family, um, either like cool little Halloween costume parties with our other friends who have kids or something like that. Now that we have like the house, it's nice to like host things.
Oh, for sure.
So we'd like to do some type of traditional. Um, I mean, something like Halloween's fun. Like you get to eat a bunch of candy if you like candy. You know what I mean? Or dress
Yeah.
up and all that fun stuff. Our neighborhood is it's really nice now. So we're on like a dead end road, and majority of our neighbors are retired,
Okay.
which I'm totally about
Yeah.
because it's quiet. But we also have our house has just loads of trees, so like the fall colors are pretty and everything.
Oh man.
Um, Actually, I almost had like a panic attack on Sunday yesterday when we got back from Cleveland. I looked in the backyard and like our deck was just covered. Like I couldn't see anything but like leaves.
Really?
I've never seen it that severe, right? And I'm just looking. I'm like, oh my gosh, because we want to get like one of those leaf backpack like suckers that like cut them up like
Oh
the
yeah.
vacuums. Because there's just so many leaves. But like it's real pretty, and so for Halloween, like since we probably won't get too many people, but we just go up. I don't know, probably like half a block, and then there's a side street that goes into like a little development, um, where there's a bunch of families and kids. So we would just take our kid up there, and then just walk the loop and get candy, and then come back. So
Nice.
I don't know. I'm excited. It just feels better at this house too. It's just more space, more
No
peaceful.
ghosts or nothing.
I don't think so, dude. I had to go into the crawl space. When her dad was here, we were tracing a electrical circuit. We had to find an electrical hookup for a fan in the bathroom. And we're
Okay.
downstairs, and the downstairs is already creepy, right? I don't. It's just creepy to me. I don't like basements, and
Sure.
and this one, I mean, all that's down there is like a water heater, your furnace, a breaker box, and then like a whole cutout for the crawl space. And it's just pitch
Oh,
black.
really?
So I had to go in the crawl space, and I had her dad's headlamp on me, and I was afraid it was going to be like just dirt and like mud and like spiders and stuff, and it was honestly just gravel. It was kind of clean, shockingly enough.
Huh.
But what sucked was I had to go down. I had to like crawl to basically along the wall, and then it cuts down back to the other side of the house, and there's a wall here, and the headlamp died.
Of course.
Dude, I was on the phone. I was on the phone with her dad. I'm like, hey, I think it's this wire right here, and I'm like, oh shit. And he's like, what's wrong? I can't see. I can't see anything. I have to get out of here, like right now. um, but otherwise, no, it's not that creepy of a house. It's definitely quiet. There's an attic, which is, I guess that's creepy too. There's like one light up there, and I can't
Okay.
like see in the corner and stuff. But
Oh, sure.
I mean, it's bigger. Like bigger houses to me are kind of creepy.
Yeah, especially when it's
Just
just
more
kind of a
space.
couple. Yeah, there's just a lot of space. I feel that.
Yeah, yeah. And like we have a cat that roams around on this side of the house. So like if I hear something, I just have to remind myself it's a cat. You know?
Right.
Um, but no, not too creepy of a house.
That's
Not
awesome,
that
man.
bad.
House to make a bunch of memories, and it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good, man. And also, we're like 15 minutes from the airport, which is kind of nice. I mean, we just we take like Main Street to the highway, and then we're right there at the airport. So
Nice.
like if we're going anywhere, it's pretty convenient. Or if people are coming in, like when my mom comes in and stuff, it's super convenient.
Ah, sure.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, man. Dude, I didn't even think about it. The show that I was at was awesome. I know I said it there, but it was an awesome show. At an
Oh,
awesome venue.
it was a cool spot. I've never been there, but yeah, thanks, man. Nothing special. Just like I said, wagon wheeling Wonderwall and playing songs, playing songs people try ask you to play. I guess so.
Yeah. Was it somebody's birthday or retirement party or something? What was going on with
Dude,
the big party behind you?
some guy behind me. They're all like half in the bag. Like usually that happens. People start drinking and they get the courage to come like ask you questions or request song,
Right.
and they are all pretty like half drunk. And he's like, "Can you do a shout out?" He's like, "My, oh, well, how was it? Someone died. They were having like a death party." And he's like,
A
"Can you get on the
celebration of
microphone
life.
and yeah, that's what it was, a celebration of life." But he's like, "Can you get on the microphone and say this one line like the guy? What did he say? Something about the Minnesota Vikings." I was like, "How about you do it?" kind of thing, like just like if you want to, you know what I mean? And he tried to do it, but he was too scared to do it. And then he's spilling beer on my pedals. Yeah, it was interesting, but
I was wondering that, like when we were when Gabe and I were there, I was like, just I watched it and I talked to Gabe. I was like, I wonder if that's like a common thing where there's a couple people who um, have that liquid courage in them and just come up and just start asking for some of the most random, weirdest requests. It's got to happen a lot.
fairly often. Yep, a couple happened the other day. That same. I don't know if you guys were there yet, but right away, some lady was like, I think she was with that party. She's like, "Can you play some Morgan Wallen song or something?" And she came up like two or three more times asking for songs. And at one point, I was like, I should just get this lady's name. And she was like, what do you call it? Like Asian or something like that, or of Asian or Japanese or something like that was her ethnicity. And I said, and it's kind of loud in there. You were there, and I was like, I'm like, what's your name, by the way? Like, I should get your name because I keep talking to you. And she goes, so what I heard was Sue. I heard Sue Lee. Like, oh, Sue
Okay.
Lee, and she's like, no, it's
Yeah.
Susie.
Ooh.
And she looked at me like I see what you did there, and then I looked at her, and we both were like laughing. She laughed it off like a lot, but I was just
Okay,
like,
that's
I
good,
like
man.
racially
That's good.
profiled this person big time. Sue Lee, but it was just Susie.
Honestly, what's great is I'm sure that's happened to her before, so like that definitely helps with any type of like awkward
It was so
tension
awkward.
or something.
Yeah,
All right, well, check one two. Okay, here we go. Just play
yeah,
a different song. Got to change it.
exactly. But yeah, and then the
No,
other night, literally on Sunday, some guy came up and he's just like, "I love Zach Bryan, and can I play a song?" And he was like, whatever, and I like let him play a song just to so he'd go away, and it was awkward for everybody. I shouldn't have let him play.
did he? Did he play it? Like he actually like,
He
or
tried,
did he
yeah. He
request
like
it?
got, yeah. Well, he like got up there. And he's like, "Oh, no, no, no. What are the lyrics?" And he's like looking at other people, and they're like, "Why would we know the lyrics? Like, you're the one who wants to sing this song." It was just, I don't know. People that get drunk and they just go for it, man.
That's a cool guy right there. He's a
Yeah.
cool guy. Um,
I saw you were
no,
kickboxing or something the other day.
yeah. Where was I? Well, there's a boxing gym that we go to in Indianapolis, and well, my wife goes there too, and so we were there a day after I got back from Minnesota. I got a phone call that one of my close friends he passed away, and
Oh no.
he went to that gym with me as well. He was in my wedding and stuff, so that's why my profile picture is
Serious?
him and I. Yeah, yeah, it was
Oh, is
crazy.
that what the picture was?
Yeah, okay, so the Facebook, my profile picture is him and I at my wedding because he was in my wedding.
Uh huh.
So like we were doing like the fighter face off thing
Yeah, yeah.
because when we like the photographer was like, all right guys, take a serious photo and then a goofy one, do something
Yeah.
funny, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so let's just do this. But no, that was my picture. Yeah, so he like passed away a day after I got back,
Huh.
and it was really weird. Just because it was like I got a phone call. I was like, "Hey, he passed away." I'm like, "Okay," and like I think my body was still getting used to being back here because I was in Minnesota for a while, and I drove all the way back, and then
Yeah.
all this stuff. So I got the phone call, and I was like, "All right, so what's up?" So then I went to like, I was just I went to meet his mom to like just kind of like comfort her and whatnot, and then the gym that we all went to or still go to, they did like a little fundraiser for his family
Very
and
cool.
stuff. So it was just kind of like, all right, like this was sudden, this was quick, super crazy. Let's just do like a fundraiser because a lot of people knew him at the gym. So we were at that class yesterday. That's why we had to leave Cleveland so early.
Okay.
Yeah. So we woke up. We went to sleep from the wedding. The wedding was, I think, we got back to the hotel, went right to sleep at like 12, and then woke up at like 3:45, and then
Jeez.
just popped a couple little Celsius right here to just get my focus up, and then drive four and
Nice.
a half hours through Ohio in the rainy weather. It was just downpouring the whole time, and I'm like, this is great. This is wonderful. But we went like straight to the gym, so we worked out and everything. And there was like 50 people there, so it was really cool.
Dang. Yeah, I must
Yeah.
not have read shame on me. I didn't read the caption or anything, so I didn't know that your friend passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. That's
Oh no,
crazy.
it's okay. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it's like so weird because it's like just happened, and it's that whole like processing process.
Yeah. Well, this is a
Saying
weird question I have for you then, because we talked about your dad passing away last time. I think we did this, and that's probably like one of the hardest things you'll ever deal with in your life emotionally as a person. Was dealing with the death of a close friend. Was it? I don't want to ask if it was easier, but was it more, or what was? I guess what was that like? I don't know.
See, I had that thought too because this was weird because so when it was my dad, it was a phone call from my mom, or I missed her phone call. I had to call her back. That's right. And then it was just like boom, like super shock, like whole wave tingling, whatever.
For
And
sure.
then when it was him, it was just like my response was like, okay, what happened? Kind of like what's going on type of thing. Both, I
Oh,
mean, both are sad, obviously,
yeah,
but it
but
was kind of
drastically different. Yeah.
drastically different. Yeah, they were. It was different because I think of probably like the circumstances of what happened in his passing compared to my dad's. Like my dad passed away in his sleep. My friend was in a unfortunate situation, basically, to say it cleanly.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it was different. Like I haven't had to experience anything like that. I've had one close friend of mine pass away. Oh, like 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago, and he was in the car, and there was a drunk driving accident, and that was obviously sudden. So, yeah, I mean, it's all different ways of processing it. So, yeah, it's wild, man. It's super
That is
wild.
wild.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
insane to think, man. Yeah, it's weird because like I think like at first my brain just didn't know how to process everything, so it was just kind of like, all right, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? So like my body was getting caught up, and then like I finally like was able to like, dang, this sucks type of thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because it was like shock. It was like instant shock, and I'm like, oh shoot, well, whatever. So yeah, man, it is crazy, dude, to experience something like that with a close friend or anyone. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we can. Let's change this topic here. Okay, I texted you yesterday because I know you haven't seen this movie,
I have
and
not. No.
since it's Halloween, we have. I won't keep you too late, but we'll talk about some stuff. I watched Halloween Ends last night for the first time. So that's the third of like the most recent Halloween Michael Myers trilogies.
Okay.
So it went Halloween that came out in like 2018 or something, and then like Halloween Kills, and then the one Ends is like the last one or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so you haven't seen it.
I have not seen any of them. These are the ones like with Jamie Lee Curtis as as an old lady, or not old lady, but
Yeah, the first
oh,
one of those
okay,
three was really good. That
okay,
one was really good because I think that first one is supposed to like technically be the sequel to the original one from like the 70s or 80s.
Got you. Okay.
So it's kind of cool. Now this one, I don't care if this is a spoiler. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. I freaking hated it. Okay,
I
here's
think
what
this is the
happened.
one where I was like, isn't this the one everyone hates and freaking out about in a bad way?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just gonna say it. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. There was, it was interesting because I didn't see the one before that, so I kind of was like, I don't know what the hell is going on. But I understand the premise. Like, we all understand what the movie is about, right?
Right.
We know who the main person is, or supposed to be, for that matter. And in this one, I don't even know where Michael Myers was. It was like maybe an hour in, and you're like, oh, there's a reference to him. So this troubled kid, like, is getting bullied and whatnot, and he stumbles into the sewer, and he like hears something, and then you see Michael's arm like punch through a hole, grab him, and like stare into his soul, basically, and terrify him.
Okay.
Which is, I was like, okay, this is a start, and then just lets him go, and then the kid is all of a sudden like either consumed by the evil presence, and then he starts like killing people, and then starts to like think that he's all powerful. And then
Okay.
all of a sudden he fights Michael in the pit, takes his mask, and then wears the mask around town and thinks that he's Michael Myers. So then he starts killing people. I'm like, this is not cool. Like, dude, there's only one of these people in the entire franchise for the last 50 years or whatever.
Right.
And then he's just going around thinking he's immortal and all this stuff. And then, towards the end, like, Jamie Lee Curtis lights him up with, I think she like shoots him a couple times. And then either way, Jamie Lee Curtis kills him, whatever. He kills himself. So the person dies, and then Michael Myers doesn't have his mask on. He comes out of the sewer, he's in the house, and Jamie Lee Curtis is there. And they fight back and forth. I'm like, okay, finally. An hour and 40 minutes in, like, we're seeing what I would assume is supposed to be the main part of the film. But that's fine. That's fine. And dude, I'm right there. And they fight, whatever. She gets him down on like the kitchen island and stabs both of his hands so he can't move. Apparently he's not strong anymore, or he's old. And she like slits him. She bleeds him out, essentially, cuts his throat. But that's not enough. Okay, not enough, because we know that he like never dies apparently.
Right.
And then the whole town is terrified of Michael Myers for years, which makes sense. Then she somehow gets him on top of her car, and then like straps his body down, and he's already bleeding out, like he's pretty much dead. And then she parades him through town so everyone can see that the boogeyman is gone. Okay, and then she takes him to this junkyard, and I don't know the name of this machine. It's like one of those. It's junkyards use them to like just dispose and crumble things. It's like the claws, like the rotating claws, like this.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I
Throws the
don't know what
body
they're
in
called.
there. I don't know.
Okay.
Throws the body in there, and then it's like, all right, movie's over. So like,
For real?
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Like,
Yeah.
pretty sure that's it. Um, and I was still like expecting I literally was thinking like just once the credits were over if he was somehow still alive. I'm like, dude,
Right.
his body got like shredded, and I don't know, it was crazy. But not my favorite of the Halloween movies. Let's just sum it up and say that.
I hear you. Okay, interesting. Huh. Kind of want to watch it now.
So that's my rant about it. That's what I got.
I like it.
Um, do you have any? I told myself I was gonna do it this year because of like the new house, and like we have like the little wood fireplace and everything. I wanted to watch like more like the spooky Halloween themed films. Do you have any like traditional or like things you do like, hey, every year like 1st of October, let's watch Hocus Pocus or something?
Not like a. I wish I should. But no, not really. I usually just like every October. My favorite movie from like as a kid was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's just I
Yeah.
don't know. I've always still like this. So I always make it a point to watch that a couple of times, or at least once during October, and usually around Christmas time again. But yeah, not really. I need to though. We used to, yeah, a couple of buddies and I used to get together and like watch some of the Halloween movies and stuff. But everyone just grows up and has babies, and then traditions don't happen.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was weird. Like this year, I wanted to watch some. I mean, because it's like foggy and like cool. I don't need to watch slasher films. I just like the like Halloween feel of a movie. Like
It's big time, man. Yeah.
yeah, like Sleepy Hollow or something like that. Like just like your gray, rainy movies.
Yes, yes.
But like I was gone. I mean, the second weekend of October, her parents came in, so like we didn't watch anything then. And then after that, I went to Minnesota. Um, Dude, I actually, side note, I honestly was surprised I stayed up as much as I did that first day because I left here at like 3 a.m.
Right.
Then I went home, changed, I went and saw your show, and I was like, man, I need to pick me up or something. And of course, I ate a pizza, which only made me more tired.
A bad pizza too.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, like I
What did you
prefer.
rate it? You rated it on a scale, and it was bad. What was it?
I don't remember. Not great. Okay, but here's the reason. Like, I love pizza. I do homemade pizza once a week. Like, I
Ooh.
do like homemade pizza or like calzones or something once a week, and I prefer like a decent amount of cheese on a pizza.
Hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah.
and on this pizza at is it Cowboy Jack's?
Yes.
Okay. Um, there was not that much cheese, and it was already thin crust, which is fine. I don't mind thin crust, but since there's not that much cheese, there's not that much moisture, which means it doesn't hold that much heat. So the pizza got cold like after like my third slice of pizza.
Oh
And like,
sure.
like, and the sauce wasn't very flavorful.
Hmm. Cowboy Jacks.
So, anyways, yeah. Anyways, not great. They don't sponsor this podcast, so I can say whatever I want. Um,
You know who
wasn't my
should
favorite
sponsor
pizza.
the podcast is the that Celsius and the wings you told me to go get at in Anoka at 10K.
Oh, dude,
They
we didn't even talk about that.
they were legit, dude.
So which flavors did you get? Like a small like bundle of like 8 or something? They
I
come in
think I
weird
did 8.
increments.
Yep. I think because I got to town early just to get some food and before I went and played, and I was like, I want to play and then be burping, wings all over the microphone all night. So I think I just had like 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the flavor. I think I asked because there's a bunch of flavors, right?
Dude, it's weird. When I first went, I was probably like 12, 14 or something like that. I was a kid. And there was only like 15 flavors. Now I think there's like upwards to like almost 30.
Yeah, I want to say there was a ton, and I think I just asked the person. I was like, "What's your favorite?" And they like said 2 or 3, and I was like, "Let's do that one." So,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what it was, but they were good. Doesn't
Yeah, I get the
My mouth is
ranchilada.
watering right now?
Oh, sorry.
I'm so hungry.
I get the ranchilada or like the lemon pepper ones. Those are pretty good.
Is that a dry rub like the lemon pepper? Is that still a?
They're like semi dry, but they're almost
Gotcha. I
like
know what you're saying.
paste.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yep.
almost like a thick like toothpaste of lemon pepper.
Yeah. Yeah. My mouth is
Sounds
legit
good.
watering. Just
Just okay, Bert Kreischer.
that's where I got that from.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man! Do you see how much weight he lost?
I saw a photo on Instagram the other day. Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was Photoshop. 'Cause it's
I
fake.
couldn't either. That's why I didn't look at it that hard. Because isn't there a photo where he like photoshopped Tom's legs really skinny or something? And
Yeah, I think so. Well, and I honestly like good for him. I hope this was true. He said he like hadn't drank alcohol in like 60 days or something like that, or 67
Yeah.
days, which huge results. I mean, like I remember when I stopped for a month and I just slept better, lost quite a bit of weight, just instantly. But I remember like a year or two ago he was talking about, yeah, look, I've been sober for 13 days. Like I drank like. Well, I drank like
Really?
twice out of the 30 days. I'm like, that doesn't count.
That's a,
Like
well,
that's
I had a
not
glass of
fair to
wine.
somebody. Yeah, it's like that's not fair to someone's sobriety to say like, well, I've drank twice out of the 30 days. So like 30 days I haven't drank. I'm like, no. No, it doesn't work that way. Um, but yeah, I mean, he said something like he hasn't drank for like 60, 60 or 80 days, and he hasn't had sugar. Which that one I challenge the no sugar over the no alcohol for him,
For
honestly.
sure.
But I don't know. He looks good.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think I love it that all his circle of friends are all like, "Yeah, you have a drinking problem for sure." But he's like, "No, no, no, I don't. I don't. I can quit anytime." And maybe he can. Like, I don't know, but
I think he does like the like what did he call it? Like celebrating his power one year, where he's like,
yeah,
if I don't drink, it shows that I have power. And I'm gonna celebrate that, Tommy. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna have a cocktail. You know, like just a little bit, and it's just like, dude, I don't get. I mean, he's over 50.
for sure.
I think he's over 50. Um, jeez, yeah. I think he's the same age as Brad Pitt because I want to say one time like Brad Pitt was talked about on Two Bears. They had a side by side picture of like, hey Bert, here's Brad Pitt at your age. And he's like,
You do a good Burt impression.
it's easy. It's not that easy, but yeah. Um, I do like listening to Bert talk about like cooking and food though, because he can throw down from what I've
Really?
seen.
I
Yeah,
know he's got that Something Burnings podcast, but I've never checked it out.
it's pretty funny. He'll have like other comedians and stuff on there, and they'll like make stuff. But he knows how to cook. He knows how to eat, but he knows how to cook, from what I've seen. So, um, dude, oh, I got a griddle, like a flat
Ni-
top.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a big what do you call it, Blackstone or whatever that you put out like a
It's Yeah, it's not a Blackstone. It's it's like the Menards brand or something. But like it's 4 burners, and I did breakfast burritos for dinner tonight.
ooh.
They were good, man. I mean, it's pretty cool because like it's easy to clean, but it's really easy to cook stuff. So you could do like, um, I just did like bacon, sausage, and then eggs, and then like a little hash brown, and then you just cook it all out, change your temperatures around, heat up the tortillas, roll them up. Yeah.
Dang.
I figured I should get all the cooking in while I can before I have a child.
Sure.
Like I don't know. I can't expect there to be too much time for me to um, cook. I guess like cook like how I want to cook, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, what were some of the things? So, okay, was it who does more of the cooking, you or your wife?
We're both really bad about it. We both eat terrible,
Okay.
so bad. Like,
Okay.
trying to think. We do a lot of those freaking like Hello Fresh or whatever, Home Fresh, whatever they are. And I
Yeah.
I don't even like doing those because I'm too lazy. So, but it's like yeah, like a lot of just not. We're terrible. We need to get better, but
Do they like? Do you get them at like the grocery store? Like they have like the HelloFresh like packages and stuff.
nope. She just like orders them online, puts in what
Yeah.
she wants, and it shows up like on Monday afternoon. And then there's whatever 4 or 5 meals in there, and cook them up. And they're usually pretty quick meals, like 15 minutes or whatever, 25 minutes at the most usually. And they're
They're
not
healthy
bad,
though.
but
They're healthy.
they are healthy too. Yeah, they're supposed to be
Yeah.
like good options, but it's like I should just go to the store and buy ingredients myself. But I
Dude,
don't know. Earbuds are just
I is this HelloFresh the one where like you pick your meals out and they send you like the exact ingredients for
I
each meal?
think I think so. Yeah, I think that's what we do.
Okay. Um, which I think is great because I like there's some recipes I'll find and it's like, "Oh, hey, you only need like a teaspoon of this." I'm like, "Well, I have to buy the whole thing. I'm never going to use it again." For example, I'm doing I make jerk chicken, like
Yeah.
Jamaican like jerk chicken and stuff, right?
Yep.
And I had to buy allspice today for it, and I only
Huh.
need like this tiniest amount. Allspice is $6, and like I only need I only need like just the tiniest amount just for the marinade.
Yep.
So I mean, Unless I'm doing a pumpkin pie or something. I don't know what else you use allspice, but
Sure. Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. But yeah, I'd say like HelloFresh would be kind of cool because I think that is the one where like everything is portioned out where you don't have to
Yeah.
buy.
Now that you say that, it'll be like here's like a goofy Azuzu seasoning, and you sprinkle it in there or whatever. Yep. They have those little, and sometimes we won't use them for whatever reason. Then we'll just have like these little packets in our seasoning thing in case you need something fancy sometime. Or but
Yeah.
little
Okay.
pre-seasoned everything. But you can kind of customize it too, like pick your meats and change things here and there. Like if you don't like shrimp or something, you can substitute it with pork or something. But
And do you
yeah,
think you could pick out like your diet, like if you want like keto
hmm
or something like that?
yeah,
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I
yeah.
should look into that. It's got to be convenient.
It really is because then it comes like in just like a little. A lot of the meals we do come in just like a little pan. You throw the chicken in there and it's all in this little pan. Then when you're done, you rinse the pan, put it in the recycling, or reuse that pan. Or pretty slick.
That is pretty slick.
But yeah, I don't know why we're both just terrible at like grocery shopping. A lot
It's
of our
not the.
grocery shopping now is like, what does our daughter need for the week? Like, let's go buy fresh fruit and organic, a bunch of stuff, kind of thing. But for
Yeah.
ourselves, we're just terrible.
Does she have like certain things that she like really likes food wise? Because she's 2, right?
Yep. Yep. She loves. Gosh, like she's really into tomatoes right now. Like just little. What do you call them? What are
Cherry
these little
tomatoes or
little
something.
cherry tomatoes? Yeah, she's like really into cherry tomatoes, and
Did you just pick that up off the floor?
I do. I have a salad down here.
Oh, okay.
Off the floor,
Sorry, man.
like a crazy person. But
That's okay.
yeah, she's we our family does like a lot of hunting, so we have a lot of venison. She
Oh,
loves like venison steaks and stuff, so we'll eat a lot of that. And what else? She's 2, so she's not really that picky. But yeah, she loves tomato like fruits and apples. And nowadays, like they have those little pouches you can buy for whatever 70 cents or 50 cents. So like all organic vegetables are all mixed up, and there'll be like a mango blend or a green
oh yeah,
spinach
yeah,
kind of blend, and she'll
yeah.
just be like, "Dad, pouch." I'm like, "Okay, what color?"
Okay.
Green. Yeah, go get her a green one out of the freezer, thaw it out in some water real quick, and she'll just kill a pouch of good stuff, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
you'll know all about pouches here in the next year, I suppose. So
Are they like the Are they? I don't think they're called like Easy Go or Easy Pouch or something. I feel like I've seen something like that. Our friends who have a 2-year-old and then a 4-month-old, 3-month-old, 3.5-month-old. Like they just have like they're everywhere at their house. Just like hey, like we'll go there for like dinner parties and stuff, and then like the 2-year-old will eat, and then it's just like I'm good, and then she'll crack open a pouch
yeah,
of like some applesauce or some type of like fruit or veggie melody or something.
yep.
Oh man, yeah, I'm.
But yeah, so like we avoided. Allie's really like Allie's my wife's just a fantastic mom, so she's always like reading studies about what kids what's good for them, what's not good for them. So we didn't let her really have sugar at all until she turned 2, which was earlier a couple weeks ago. So she's now getting like she had a cupcake yesterday, and just like you could see her eyes being like, what is this frosting and sugar, and like shoving it in her mouth and being like more like it just so. But yeah, I don't know.
That just made me think of like, like when you let's say if you listen to an album the first time, it's like, and you think this is the most crazy album, and you like say to yourself, I wish I could experience that for the first time again, or like a movie or something.
Oh
And I
sure.
just I just pictured like I'm gonna see my kid's first reaction eating bacon.
Oh
You know what
dude,
I
yeah.
mean? And it's just like, oh, I'm like, it's great.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier. Just like Disney World, like seeing like even now, like seeing like Halloween decorations and stuff through, because I love Halloween obviously, but like seeing all like the excitement through like your own child's eyes,
Mm.
it's so cool. Like she's like walking around with pumpkins, and Jack Lanter's like pumpkins, like just super excited, and you're like, this is it's just crazy, like the things you find joy in now. Like we got older, we're like we want to take over the world and see crazy things, and now it's like things that bring me joy, just like watching this little human thrive and be happy and be
Yeah,
excited about things. And being a
for
dad's pretty
sure.
cool, and you're gonna freaking love it.
I that reminds me. I saw this video. I think it was like early October or something, and you know, like those little, let's say like let's say your house or the front of your house, you have like your sidewalk, and they have the little um, solar panel lights. You know, like
Oh
just a
yeah.
little. Yeah, I saw this video of someone took, let's say 5 or 6 of like the plastic pumpkin jack o' lantern, like candy carriers, like the little plastic pumpkins, right? So
Yep.
then they drilled a hole in the bottom,
Oh, cool.
and then they put that on the light fixture basically, and then the cap was on top of the pumpkin where the solar panel was coming. So then at
Yeah,
night, all of your jack o' lanterns lit up as your perimeter lights. It looks pretty sick.
that's
That's
clever.
pretty
That's
cool.
really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean, it's a cool like easy Halloween decoration. So. Um,
Heck yeah.
I didn't do it. I'd like to maybe next year or something. But also, we have so many trees, like I said, and it's like I don't really know what it would be like. It would look cool. The only thing I did, honestly, for decorations this year is our back porch. I put in orange light bulbs.
There you go.
So it
Nice.
looks cool. Um, I wanted them for the front, but I think like I didn't realize is the fixtures at our front door that there's a different type of bulb, and I'm like, I'm not going back to Menards and trying to find these, and they're probably like $8 or something. I'm like,
For above, yeah.
yeah, it's like I'm good, I'm fine, um, I'm fine. Do you got any fun music things coming up? I know last time we talked, you mentioned you were probably going to connect again with Aaron.
Yeah. So I talked to him briefly because he's in Nashville now, and he was just like let's do a song. So we've talked. There's no plans yet, but it'd be like fun just to go do a song with him at his studio in Nashville. But I've also talked to my buddy in Rochester about getting down there again, and I've been I haven't been making time to do writing, but I've been finding myself putting a lot of like ideas in my phone lately, which is cool that the writing's happening organically. So, but no, I was looking ahead at my schedule. My November is just busy with shows, and December is somehow crazy with shows like the end of the year. So, but yeah, and then I was looking at 2024. I haven't tried or like focused on like even booking it, but I have like 75 dates already on the calendar next year, which is
Dude.
this is nuts. Which is yeah, I'm very grateful for that places are like let's book it. So, but yeah, man, so busy and it's a good thing. So.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. So, would you say, and I don't remember if I asked you this last time you were on. Um, I know some of your other songs or your other albums definitely had a theme to them. Would you say now, like when it comes to like songwriting, like you just think of something in your head, like, oh, I'd like to write about this. So you at least write it down, like you said, some type of theme or memory, and then that's kind of just how you could write a song about it. Or how does your process typically go?
Oh man, it always changes for sure, and it's never the same, which is weird. But a lot of it was literally the other day. Indy was doing something. We have this. My wife bought this bounce house, like a legit. It takes up almost our whole basement, and you just turn on a little fan, and it blows up like a big those big bouncy houses. And she was in there bouncing, and I was just like walking around with a guitar, and I just like came up with a line, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I kept like singing and was joking with her, just making up melodies, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of. And I was like, hold on, I have to go to the other room and like get my phone and record this idea. So I have an idea with kind of what it would be about, but I haven't worked it out. But then sometimes like you're like, this guitar sounds sad, so then sad lyrics come out. So yeah, there's no formula for me, unfortunately, that dictates how a song will be written, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah, I know everyone's got their different like their style, their process, or something that kind of has them gets their gears going or something. And um,
yeah,
I was just curious. I don't even remember. Like I used to just if I had thought something in my head, I would just write it on my phone, and then I'd look at it every once in a while and add to it, and then I would just forget. I honestly probably still have something from like years ago on here, and if I look at it now, it's like when Facebook gives you the notification of like, "Hey, memory 10 years ago." You're like, "Wow, this is really cringy."
Yeah, you're like here. You, I was gonna say here. You posted some cringy thing. Yeah,
Yeah, like you post a picture and you like thought, like, man, this is gonna be really cool. This is gonna work out. And you see it 10 years now, you're like, I made it. I somehow made it through.
yeah. It's weird that it's weird. The elder you get, you start to relate to your parents a little more. You're like, oh, I understand why they were like, "What's wrong with you?" kind of thing.
Yeah, like the selfies in the mirror and stuff.
Yeah,
Like I remember back in with like the flip phone or with the actual camera.
but yeah,
Like, man, times
guilty.
have changed. Yeah, guilty. Times have definitely changed, man. It's insane. Ugh. Oh, have you seen? I was just thinking of this. I was going through like Disney Plus the other day, and did you see Hocus Pocus 2? Or
I
any
did
of
watch
the
it
other?
last year. Yes,
Okay, is it good?
I actually don't even remember. I think I enjoyed it. Yeah, I just like. I
Yeah.
kind of like it. I was just like I like the original Hocus Pocus. I just like you the same thing. I just enjoy like a goofy little kid Halloween movie. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched it twice. Now that you say that, yeah, I think I liked it.
Okay.
But
I wonder if I should give that a shot. I'm gonna have like one day to do it. I mean, no, I can watch it after Halloween. That's fine. No judging, as long as it's there. It's just like I was so like geared up for some reason this year to like, all right, we have the new house. I got a fireplace, like I said. I'm just gonna like watch a Halloween movie once a night, something, you know.
yeah,
And then of course like life gets in the way and work, and this month went by so fast.
you're telling me I cannot believe that it's the 30th today. It's absolutely bananas.
Well, you play. I mean, I feel like because you post your monthly schedule probably a couple days before the next month, and I feel like you have a show almost every single day.
It seems like it. Yeah, usually it's been like 15 dates, like a month or more, all year long, which is half the month. So
Are they
yeah.
normally? I guess it probably depends on like where you book. Each show's what, like a couple hours, 3 hours maybe.
Yep. Yeah, I think the some every now and then I'll do like a one further away, whatever, 4 hours or something. But I'm so lucky that people are like, let's have you back, once a month, and then I just yeah, you don't have to go too far too often, and pretty much in
Well,
my own bed every night.
didn't you? Yeah, super nice. Didn't you? Did you do like a grape smashing winery show or something?
Yep, it's a place out called Carlos Creek Winery. That's one of those places I get to play actually twice a month all year long. Playing there this weekend too. Yeah, there's a festival they put on every year called Grape Stomp, where like 15,000 people end up coming through. So they have a ton of vendors, ton of good food, ton of events, and they have music out there as well. And yeah, I had played out there I think 3 times over that weekend. So, which is it's crazy because there's so many people, and it's like the one weekend a year where all these moms get to get out and get away from their kids, and these moms have one bottle of wine, and then they have 2 bottles of wine, and these moms get crazy, crazy, and it just so it's a good time for
Did they
sure.
did they actually have like a grape smashing event? Like did they have like people like go into like a pit and like
Yep. Yeah, they have like a whole. I think it's like they have a whole stage where they have the grape stomping people. They all whatever stomp grapes and fill up cups and have races, and it's like a big production kind of thing. And then they have like other events too. Like they have like the chainsaw guys out there. Have you ever seen those on TV? Like the guys that cut all
oh
chainsaws and
yeah.
climb the poles really fast. They have a bunch of crap out there that's like that, but it's a good time.
I
It's a
just
good
bought my
time.
first chainsaw the other week, and I kind of felt like a man. But here's the thing: um,
It's
Kelsey
electric.
was actually yes. So Kelsey, Kelsey was in Ohio, and I was like, I'm just gonna have a fire in the backyard and relax. And
Yeah.
there, like I said, we have a bunch of trees, and there was like a smaller one, and I was like, you know what? I'm just feeling ambitious. So I had an axe. I just cut a tree down, and and then I'm like, yeah, but now I don't want to cut this up. I should get a chainsaw. And I'm like looking online. I called my brother, and I was like, hey, like, what are your thoughts on like this one, whatever. And I ended up going to Ace Hardware and picking up a battery powered chainsaw.
Really
Yeah, well,
crazy.
my mom bought one for herself for Christmas, like almost 2 years ago. Like she wrapped it and everything. So we're all up there. She's like, "Oh, what's in here?" Hey. So
A
like,
chainsaw.
yeah. So I ended up doing that, and like our tree, some of our trees in our backyard are so big that like I'm actually gonna have to. I'm not gonna cut them down. I would have to have someone come and do it. So I don't need a huge chainsaw. So I got like this battery powered chainsaw that matches uh like our it's like a Craftsman. So like we have like a Craftsman drill gun, weed whip, leaf blower. So the batteries are interchangeable, which is great.
Yeah.
So I went and bought this chainsaw, and it probably weighs like 10 or like 15 pounds maybe. And
Hmm.
it's like this tiny little blade. So like I'm out here, I'm just picturing like what you said at that event, where these big hairy dudes with
It,
like a 18-inch blade chainsaw, and then I have this like little, like I could trim hedges very well with it, but also trees that are like, I don't know, like decent size. I can like chop them up.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I got a chainsaw now, man. Making moves,
Nice.
making moves. I
There
had my
you go.
flannel on and everything when I was doing it.
As you should.
It was a big deal. It's a big deal. So, oh man. Okay, so you have November's booked.
Yeah.
December's booked.
Yes.
Um, do you? I'm assuming you do. I'm guessing you play Christmas songs in December.
Um. So like at those gigs, I wouldn't on purpose. I
Okay.
have done. I've got hired to do like some specifically like Christmas stuff, which actually one of my favorite shows last year was a thing. They're like, "Hey, do you want to come play for an hour at an old folks home, play like Christmas songs?" I was like, "Ah, sure," sort of thing, and I actually did it, and it
Yeah.
was super fun because it was a room full of old people who just love that kind of thing, and then they're all very super attentive, and then they're singing along, and it was like so festive, and I was wearing a Santa hat, and yeah, it was just a bunch of old people having a freaking awesome time. So that was one of my favorite, just like, and it was like snowing that day. It was like perfect, but 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 yeah, and then not on purpose though, unless someone's like, whatever, play this, then I'll pull it out. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Man, I hope whoever listens to this, please request 12 Days of Christmas at Kyle's December show. One of the longest songs ever. I used
It
to
is
piss
a
my wife off. Actually, I still piss her off when I do that. I just tell like our Alexa to like play 12 Days of Christmas, and she's like, "Why?" And I say on repeat. And it's like when we're doing laundry or something, I'm like, "All right, if we can fold all these clothes and get them out of here before day 12, I won't do it again." It has yet to happen. So the tradition will carry on. Um, well, actually, November. I can start it in November.
there
It's
you
pretty much
go.
when all like your Christmas music starts playing, all your Mariah Carey and everything.
That's right. Do you have a favorite what do you want to call it? Like voice of Christmas that like you hear that like you hear him sing. I can't even think of their names, but there's like the Burl Ives guy that you're just like, oh,
Um,
like, that's like the voice of Christmas. But then some people be like, oh no, Frank Sinatra. Like
Josh
that's
Groban.
Josh Groban. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I like it. Um,
yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
I can't think of the
That's
other
up there
names of like those
too.
old guys. You hear them come on, and you're like, oh,
Like
Bing
like
Crosby. Like, oh,
Dean Martin, but yeah, Bing Crosby. Not Michael Bublé, and I think it's because I think he's great, but I think it's because I like Frank Sinatra, and I just see the comparison, or like they sound very similar, so it's
uh
just
huh.
like, man, I'm gonna listen to Frank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. We'll have
But
to
Michael
circle
Bublé is
back to
fun.
that in December.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could stay on the holiday theme, since this is a Halloween movie. Um, well, Thanksgiving's coming up. Okay,
So what's
here.
your plan for Halloween? Are you just handing out candy tomorrow? Do you have to work?
Oh, I'm going. My wife and I are going over to our close friend's house to hang out with their kids. It's the one that I was talking about with the pouch
Nice.
kids. We're just gonna do like dinner and stuff over there. I don't know if we're really gonna have any kids here. We could do the whole bowl, like
Hmm.
take one. Which, come on, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
we actually did that. last year because our daughter was only no, it was 2 years ago, I guess, because our daughter was born on the 20th in the very first year. So she's like 10 days old. We're just gonna put a bowl out with take
Just put a
one.
ball out. Put a
And
ball out.
my wife has like she cuts hair or whatever, so she had those little head mannequins or whatever that where they practice on. She's got, I'm not even kidding, like 30 of those laying around, and she used to like prank me and like leave them all around the house, and like it would scare the shit out of me. Like I go in the bathroom downstairs, and you'd flip the light on, and there'd be like a head right there, and they were so we like put all those on our step, or like we put take one, they're watching you kind of thing. So you'd watch them through the window, watch kids walk up, all creeped out by these 12 mannequin heads, but they took
Yeah.
one for the most part. But
There was one year back when we lived on the east side of St. Paul. Like my parents decided to like, hey, let's actually like decorate the front yard, and my dad built a. We had like styrofoam. We did like tombstones and stuff.
yeah,
We did. My dad built an electric chair. So really, all
what?
he did. So basically, he just built like a throne,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then he had like a thing going over, and he took like one of those like metal steel bowls that
yep.
like I can only think of the only time I ever see those bowls is like when my mom makes popcorn, like homemade popcorn.
Sure.
Bowls. So they like screwed that in right here, so then you just like sit on it, so it looks like you're on an electric chair. But I see those videos of like the take one candy thing, and then you think it's like a costume of somebody in there, and they just go like this or something, and just
Yeah, yeah.
dude. I think I'm gonna start a tradition. You heard it here first, everybody. I want my house in the neighborhood to be the take one, but I don't want it to be candy. I want it to be like ramen noodles or like the little mac and cheese boxes. Something not candy. I just want to mix it up a little bit. I think I'm what sucks is I always think of like Halloween things to do on Halloween, like costumes and stuff, and I'm like
Yeah.
I'm way too late. So I just tell myself I'm gonna do it next year, and I never do. Like I have a list of costumes in my phone that
For
I would
real.
love to do. Yeah, and it's like
Can we go through this list or no? I don't want to, probably don't want
sure.
to give away the secrets. Oh,
Yeah, let's do it. I know one of them was I have like okay, here we go. Oh, I was this one. All right, I used to bartend, or I still bartend, but this place I used to bartend at, I was Liu Kang from
who?
Mortal Kombat. Liu
Oh
Kang
yeah.
from Mortal Kombat. So
Uh-huh.
I had a wig. I had like a black mullet wig, okay, and then I had my boxing wraps on my feet. I had like black sweatpants and red boxing wraps on my feet, and then I had gosh, this was years ago. I did this. I had little fireball whiskey shooters because he shoots fire, right? And
Yeah.
I had them taped to my hand, so I was just walking around. I thought it was clever.
That is clever.
Um,
Popular guy that night, I bet.
yeah, I mean, it was cool. Well, I have a couples ones I want to do with my wife, like like Wayne's World or Adam's Family.
Heck yeah.
Some of these, man, these are old. Ooh, The Crow. It's a good movie.
Yes, sir.
Carmy from the Bear. Have you ever seen that show? You're probably too busy
No.
to watch TV.
I'm so busy. I never watch any TV.
Okay. It's a good show.
What is it called again?
The Bear.
The Bear.
So
Huh.
it's pretty much about like it's basically centered around the restaurant industry. Like if you've worked in, I mean, you're a sandwich artist from Subway, so you might relate.
How do you remember that? Yeah.
You told me in our last one that you said you
Oh,
worked at
did I?
Subway. Yeah. But it's pretty much like this guy who goes back to work at his brother's restaurant, and it's just all like restaurant like stresses of working in a restaurant and stuff. It's a good show, but that was one of my costumes I was gonna do.
Nice.
I'm sure I'll think of something else. I'm gonna be a dad next year, so it's like I could be. Actually, I don't even know. There's lists everywhere. There's always something going on.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
But no, I don't really have any plans on Halloween. We're just gonna go over to our friend's house, cook food, see what the kids are gonna dress up as. One of the kids is really into Frozen right now, so I'm sure she's gonna be like Elsa and running around or something. I don't
Of
know.
course.
I think the dad was gonna dress up as Olaf. which
Amazing.
is great. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what about you? What are you doing?
We are, well, it's snowing here now. Like this is the first snow back home, and there's like a half an inch on the ground right now. So I don't know.
Nah.
We're probably not gonna do trick or treating because it's like brutally cold too. Not brutally, but it's like 25 right now. It's pretty cold. But we are gonna dress up as hobbits, I guess. My wife's been like making capes, and she bought pants for me. I've tried nothing on, so I don't know what we're gonna look like. But she bought me a big pipe, one of those big off of Etsy, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be hobbits and probably just I don't know, have the cousins over and have pizza and do. We have a bunch of we have a pretty busy street. Trick or treaters come by, but again, it's supposed to be terrible weather, so we'll
That's
see, man.
insane, man. That's so nuts. Um, yeah, so I've been seeing that like trend like the last couple of weeks because my algorithm on like TikTok or Instagram, or at least my wife's algorithm, is like just baby stuff, filled with baby
Yeah,
stuff, and which is cool. Like there's some educational things on there, but I've been seeing the dressing up the like your 2, 3, or 4 year old as a hobbit because
yeah,
they're the height, and you just have them wear like the capri pants
yep,
and the cape, and they just walk around aimlessly.
yep.
That's pretty sweet. That's
It'll
pretty
be
sweet.
fun either way,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Ugh.
dude.
Um, what are your Thanksgiving traditions typically? Do you just go to like in-laws' house or?
Yep, yeah. We just kind of every year is a little different because we have so much family. We always kind of do. We split them up, I guess. So we got to. I think this year we're with, or maybe this year we're gonna try to do something with my mom and then something with my Allie's side of the family. I guess I'm not even super sure. So
Yeah.
just kind of get together with family. Again, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, just eating food and doing nothing for a day. It'd be so nice. So,
Are you a turkey or ham person?
oh, both. Both. I love both so much.
Okay.
But then I will I don't know why everyone yells at me at Thanksgiving. I put salt on my ham sometimes and they're like, "It's already salty enough." And then they make fun of me.
That's interesting. I
Salt
mean,
on ham.
no, that's not too, that's not out of the norm. I mean, yes, it's already salty, but like
That's what I said.
I prefer salt. I prefer salty foods. Like I like a bag of potato chips over a bag of candy. You know what I mean? But
Ah, okay.
typically, yeah, ham is already salty ish. But who cares? It's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna eat whatever
That's
I want.
right.
I used to always be
What
the
about
mashed potatoes guy. I used to just always make sure I would get like all of the mashed potatoes, not like in one sitting. I'd wait for them all
yeah.
to eat before I go up. I'm not some freaking animal, okay? But like I would always do mashed potatoes. I'd mix my corn in with it. Uh,
Yes.
I had to. It was just good, you
It
know.
is
Like
good.
I see the people who like just portion things, or like not portion, but like they separate things out. I'm like, listen, it's all gonna get together. You know what I
Right.
mean? I think if it's turkey, I prefer dark meat on the turkey. I like some
Me too, for
seasoning with
sure.
it. It's just
Hmm.
too dry otherwise. Unless you
Big
brine your
time.
turkey, which is where you
Yep.
soak it in like water and seasoning overnight, right? I did a ham one year. Actually, I was by myself on Thanksgiving, like a couple years ago. Like Kelsey was with her family in Ohio. We couldn't get the dogs boarded, so I'm like, I'll just stay at the house and whatever. So I bought a spiral ham,
Ooh.
and I found this recipe somewhere, and I know I just said I'm not an animal, but honestly, like I felt like such a POS as I did this. I took a spiral ham, I smoked bacon. The recipe was like smoked bacon, put the bacon in the slits of the ham,
Okay.
in every other slit, and then slice up an apple and put it in the other slits or
Interesting.
slices, whatever. And then
Yeah.
I put it on the smoker for like 6 or 8 hours. And then like I would put after it was on that long, then I put like potatoes and stuff in like it's in like one of those tin foil like baking
Yeah.
bins, whatever. And I think I added some type of like Captain Morgan rum on there for like the sweetness effect. And then
Oh.
there's some barbecue on top. Dude, so it was just me. Like I was the only one eating this. Like nobody. So I ate so much that day. and that night, and I felt like death the next day, which was fine. Like Kelsey was still gone for a couple days, but like, dude, I didn't get off the couch. I just laid there like, why did I do this? You know. But that was probably the last time I've had ham on Thanksgiving. Otherwise, it's
Really?
typically, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just not my thing as much. I prefer turkey, like I said, turkey, corn, mashed potatoes.
My mouth is legit
I had
watering.
cranberry for the first time. Sorry,
First time.
we have a salad. Yeah, like the canned, like the canned cranberry, where it looks
Uh-huh.
you could actually see the can ripples in it.
Yeah.
I had that recently, not bad.
Yeah.
And then was it yams or sweet potatoes? I think it's sweet
Yep.
potatoes.
Same deal, right?
Sweet potato casserole or something, dude. And then green bean casserole. I had that for the first time recently.
Ooh. What do you mean recently?
Yeah.
Like first time you've ever had these things?
I'd say recently within the last like 3 or 4 years.
That's still crazy though. Like you never had it as a kid, or you just never ate
Yeah.
it.
We just, I mean, just we didn't like cook it or anything. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it was good. It's all good. And then of course
Huh.
Christmas comes around and you eat pretty much almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, dude, here's what's crazy. Like, what's happening? Okay, we'll wrap this up in a little bit. I like I said, we're in our third trimester now, right? So it's gonna go fast, but also November's it always goes. The holiday season always goes fast, right? So
Very
November's
fast.
gonna go quick. December's gonna go quick because we have our baby shower in December as well, and my mom's coming down for that. So my mom's coming down for Thanksgiving. She'll be here for a couple weeks, staying for the baby shower, and then Christmas, and then after Christmas it's January already, and she could pop at any time in that month.
Yeah.
And it's just like holidays are gonna be exciting and everything, but man, it's also gonna go so quick. So I'm gonna eat as much food as I can before.
Heck yeah. Have you guys done are you doing like a little what do they call them? Paternity photo shoot for the wife?
We were going to, and they were just like, let's just. We were kind of just like weighing out, like, should we spend money on this or should we kind of just like save up on it, save up
Sure.
on, like what's to come and stuff. So, we are not, but we have lined up, like newborn photos and stuff.
That's what you want to do, yeah.
Photographers about that. Yeah, that's what we want to do. I mean, we'll definitely be taking like we're gonna try to have this Christmas card work, okay, with our 3 dogs. So we're gonna try to have the 3 dogs in it, and then we'll probably get like the matching pajama onesies or something,
Yeah.
like her bump out and stuff. She she well, kind of joining that. She wanted to be the Grinch for Halloween.
That'd be awesome.
because of the
That
belly bump and stuff. But
That'd
no,
be
I think
so-
we'll do the Christmas card photo. We'll try to do that. She actually just posted today. She's doing like the first trimester photo, like end of the first trimester. Here's the behind the scenes photos, like just like your little bump progress photos and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because I want to say it wasn't until maybe a month and a half ago where it looked like she was like really showing. Like you could tell like a little bit, and then it's just all of a sudden like 1 week, boom.
Yeah, what do they call it? There's like a term for. Is it the popping or yeah? There's like a whatever. Anyway.
Probably the pop. Yeah, probably the pop. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Not me. But yeah, man, it's everything's gonna go quick. It's gonna go super quick, and she'll be on next week's episode right after you.
Fun. You guys are just gonna talk life,
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah, I mean, last time she was on, that's kind of when we were just like telling everybody like about the new house and then the baby and then like how things have been and everything. So she'll probably just do like a little life update and stuff. And it's good to have her on. It's kind of just fun to just like a lot of her friends would like chime in and ask questions about like, oh, have her answer this question or like talk about
Oh,
this, talk
fun.
about that. So it's cool. It's all fun. It's all fun. So
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Um, well, Kyle Colby. Um, I'm thankful for our friendship, and I'm glad we finally met like a couple weeks ago in person. Um,
Me too, man.
everyone can find your stuff on Spotify, YouTube, Apple,
Yeah, oh yeah, everywhere.
pretty much everywhere. Pretty much everywhere.
Anywhere.
Yep. Sweet man.
Cool.
What shows you got coming up? Let's see. November's right around the corner. What's your first week look like?
Like this week, I think I'm in a little town called Wapaton, North Dakota. I don't know my phone's right here and I can't pull it up. But yeah,
Oh
then I'm
yeah,
at that
yeah, you're good.
Carlos Creek. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'll post the dates on the old socials, but you know the
Heck yeah.
drill. Keep on
Heck yeah,
going,
man.
gang, gang.
Keep on going, baby. Gang, gang right there. Huh?
I just noticed that now.
Actually, side note about this sweatshirt, dude. So it's a Theo Von sweatshirt. I
Yeah,
ordered an XL. This doesn't look like an XL though.
some of those
I don't
shirt
know.
brands they just size differently. I had the same thing. I bought a large or something, and I was like, I'm like a medium guy, and the large was still tight on me. But who knows?
Yeah. Word. Well, hey, dude. I appreciate you. We'll keep in touch. Um, love your music, and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. I appreciate your friendship as well. I'm excited for you to become a dad and watch you fill those shoes because that's going to be your world's going to change in the best way. It's going to be so fun.
Dude, you'll be one of my first guests back on after I have the kid. We'll talk dad
Oh,
stuff.
dude, this is how much I've changed as a human being since being a dad. I was excited for us to talk about Halloween and stuff, obviously, but when you just said that, I was like, oh, I'm way more excited for for that because it's cool.
For sure. For sure. Sweet, dude. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you more. I love you. We'll talk freaking soon.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.